So thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Kind of congratulations on the move to Nottingham. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I'm excited to be in a new country I've never been in with new experiences and just travel the world.
How have you been, obviously, over the last, was it a year and a half now, with all of the restrictions and lifting of restrictions and back? How have you found it all?
Right, it's been different. For our university, it was really hard last year within like preseason, the start of it. We couldn't really, have workouts as a team or whatnot, and like visiting like other teammates, the newcomers. It was hard to get everyone, on board and try to team bond and everything, but we worked through it. With the mask and everything, it's kind of annoying because we had to work out with them, so it was like a different change in that. But other than that, we worked through it, and we're here. So I mean,
So let's kind of start from the very beginning. Where were you born?
born in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, and when did you first start playing basketball?
I would say about 5 or 6, and like the YMCA league started there. Just worked my way up.
Did you have someone kind of who inspired you, or was it just you kind of got involved with that club, or who inspired you to play?
Mainly my dad, and then my brother. Just watching them, my older brothers watching them play different sports. Kind of inspired me to just keep going.
You mentioned other sports there. Do you play any other sports?
I did. In middle school, I played volleyball, and then I ran track. And then like once I got to high school, I kind of stopped just to focus on basketball. So yeah,
What made you make that decision? Is it just the pure enjoyment you get, or do
just the
you?
enjoyment.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the passion I have for it.
Awesome. So talk us through your kind of basketball journey. You mentioned the YMCA leagues when you were younger. Kind of where did you go from that point, and how did you get involved in college basketball and things like that? So can you talk us through your kind of basketball and journey?
Yeah, so from that point, I wasn't really into like the AAU leagues and stuff. So I didn't start, getting serious until probably middle school because that's when it was, offered to us. And then from there to high school. Out of high school, I know I like only had like one true offer, and that was the, school that I attended. And then, from there, just kept going.
So Charleston University, is that right?
Yes,
So
University of Charleston, yeah.
yeah, kind of 4 years there. How have you found your time there?
It was difficult. I went through like three different coaching changes while I was there. Freshman year, we had it. The coach got fired, and then from there, I I was playing under a coach for 2 years, and then she chose another job. And then my last year happened to be with the coach who recruited me from high school. She kind of left her freshman year, to take an assistant job, and then she came back and then was my head coach. So I thought that was pretty awesome to play under her.
You've had a strange ending to your kind of time there with the restrictions, as you said, and having to wear the masks and things like that. How do you feel kind of ready to move on to your next adventure? Really, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm excited. I know it's going to be a little different, but I'm excited. I really am.
So you said you'd never been to England before.
Never.
Was kind of playing abroad always part of the plan, or is it just something that the opportunities come up?
Yeah, it's always been a dream of mine, a goal since I didn't really get serious until probably sophomore year in college. And then that's when I'm like, yeah, I just want to keep going and elevate my game to the next level. And I'm thankful for the opportunity, honestly. I just kept working and just kept putting in the work, and now I'm here. So
And so, how did Nottingham come about? How did you find that team, and how did they find you?
Actually, my agent was in talks with Coach Kenrick, and I think he knows him pretty well from previous years. So my agent was really strong on, like, he felt like that was a good place for me, and I felt like it too after I talked with Coach Kenrick, and then watching games, seeing how like my offense and defense can fit into his coaching style and their game style. So.
Yeah. So, what would you say your strengths were as a player? How would you feel like you're going to fit into that Nottingham and Kenrick's kind of style of play? And
I think my strengths are like on the defensive end, steals. I thrive off that, like getting easy steals for transition buckets. And then obviously on the offensive end, creating my own shot and finding shots for others and just playing off of that. Also up and down too. I enjoy up and down, like, running up and down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What do you think? This is a kind of a generic basketball question, but what do you think is the hardest thing to overcome in basketball? What do you think the kind of main
For
challenges
me or
are?
just in general?
Uh, Answer it in any way you want. You can talk about
Well, for
yourself.
me, I know in college I went through like minor injuries. I always had like a few ankle sprains. And then I think my junior year, it was really bad because I did it 2 times on the same ankle. And, I just had to learn just to give my body rest to be able to go at 100% again. But I was out for about like 3 games, and that's the most I've ever set out ever, since high school. So it was really different. And mentally, I had to just understand that like I have to take rest, and to get back to where I was, I had to do, like proper what is it? What strengthening conditioning. I mean, strengthen your ankle and stuff with the trainers and everything. So that was probably the hardest thing for me, and I had to, face adversity at that point.
Yeah, I always think about injuries and how kind of athletes are so competitive, and
Yeah,
then not being able to kind of help their teammates on court, or I think it must be a tricky
right.
tricky situation.
Yeah.
So let's talk about kind of your traditional game day. What do you have any kind of superstitions? Do you have any things you have to do on a game day?
Not really superstitions, but one thing I always do is put icy hot on, whether I need it or not. I just put icy hot on my hamstrings, and that kind of just stuck with me. So,
We'll go with that one. That's fine. So Nottingham, did you have any chance to kind of watch any of their games from last season before making the decision on moving there?
yes, I watched their games when they were in the cup finals and the trophy. I don't know. I watched a few games
Yeah.
and just saw them competing and everything. So yeah, I got a chance to watch a few of them.
And you've been impressed with Kenrick, like his
Yeah.
philosophy and his kind of coaching style, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. He told me he was trying to implement more of like pressing into their defense and just to get easy steals and stuff. So, like I said, I really like that.
And what do you know about the WBBL as a kind of whole? Are you aware of the league, or is it something that's going to be completely new to you?
It's going to be completely new. Looking at the different teams around the league and just studying them before I come is going to be huge. But I'm not really familiar with them at all.
Watch out for Newcastle. They're the ones to watch, I reckon.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Do you know any players that are currently in the league, or have you played with anybody?
It's actually funny because one of my teammates from my sophomore year, she came over there. She's actually from England, and I don't know what team she plays for. I think it's the Rebels, something Rebels. And she
Essex,
explained,
yeah.
she's like, I play on the team. I just, came back and everything. So she was old teammate. So it'll be fun to compete with her next
Okay.
year.
I always find that funny. You go to a completely different country, but there is that kind of connection still with.
Right, right. Yeah.
What do you think you're going to miss most about the US?
What am I gonna miss most? Probably my family.
Okay.
Yeah, being around my family and friends. Yeah, miss them the most.
So I've got some kind of quick fire questions that just kind of either or just kind of short answers. Things I'm gonna let Eva help me with this one, so I'm gonna go and get Eva, and then
Okay.
she can help me ask some of these questions if that's all right.
Okay.
So this is Eva.
Hi, Eva.
We'll get this down a bit. So some quick fire questions then. I'll start. Okay. Gatorade or Powerade?
Gatorade.
Gatorade. Your one?
Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
McDonald's or KFC?
McDonald's.
You said KFC earlier, didn't you? Yeah, KFC with that one. Go on.
Favorite Netflix series?
Money Heist.
Don't think I've seen that one.
No.
Tea or coffee?
Neither. I'm not really a big tea or coffee drinker at all.
Me either.
Tell us something about you that only your family or close friends know.
I'm really big on naps. Whether that be a 15-minute nap, 30-minute nap, I have to get a nap in every single day.
Oh, everyone would love a good nap. Good nap. Do you have a preferred squad number?
23.
23. Is there a reason for that?
Michael Jordan and LeBron, really.
Okay, they're
Yeah.
2 good reasons.
Yeah.
Favorite Disney film?
Nemo, Finding Nemo.
Oh, do you like Nemo? Yeah. Would you have pineapple on a pizza?
Never. I've never had it. I don't want to try it.
No, you should try it. You should try it. It's a game changer. You wouldn't have pineapple, would you? Just that's the first part.
Favorite basketballer?
Male basketball player, probably Stephen Curry, and then female, either Skylar Diggins or Candace Parker.
Did you follow the NBA, the WNBA? Like, do you have?
Yeah, I follow not really for WNBA, but NBA, probably Golden State.
Okay. What do you think the best thing about basketball is?
Probably just the competition, just competing every day. And obviously with COVID, we didn't have fans, but once the fans are in the, in the game, hyping you up is just better feeling.
Okay, I've got one to finish with. What can the Nottingham fans expect from you next season? And what can the league expect from you next season?
A relentless attitude. Never stop. From start to finish, just keep pushing.
Amazing. What a way to finish, and I can't wait to see you play next season.
Thank you.
And safe travels when you come over here. And hope you enjoy England.
Thank you so much.
Right, speak to you soon. Say bye.
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 Thank you.